Hi, I'm Tommy, student of the U of R. It's now my 4th year, and thus far, up until now, I've never had a single complaint. I enjoy my school. I love it. I think its mid-range size is ideal. You can get to know a lot of the people. The programs are excellent. It provides a lot of opportunities. And I have studied at another school, only one, but I did study at the University of Laval, and it was excellent as well. And I think we should take a page out of their book because we are seriously messing up parking. And that's what I want to talk about is the parking. So anyone who drives a car to school is pulling their hair out right now trying to deal with parking. It's a gong show. It's ridiculous. Here's 2 of my now 3 tickets. City of Regina. 2 of my now 3 tickets that I've had to take hits for, and I haven't paid these, but I'm on the waiting list for a pass, and I believe that I'm now backed into a corner. I'd gladly buy a pass if I could, but they simply don't have enough passes available. So what do, right? You park in a staff lot. That's what I've been doing. I park in a staff lot. I park over next to the president. Hey, Vianne, what's up? I'm getting a ticket. It's cool. But anyways, what drives me nuts even more than the fact that they don't have enough stalls is the fact that these tickets, if you like I said, City of Regina. Now that struck me as odd, so I went down to parking services personally, and I asked them, why are these tickets going, why is the funds going to the City of Regina? Why are we paying this to the City of Regina? It's University of Regina property. And the lady at the counter said, it's simply because they do our processing. Now, in my opinion, and this is my opinion, 90% of the time, the people down at parking services are pretty well sitting on their butts, just handing out tickets. Not overly busy, just picking their butts, handing out tickets, calling them in. I mean, the only time they're actually busy is the start of the semester. And it seems to be hell for them. There's lineups all the way down the hall, every day for the first week. That's another thing that bothers me. No student on campus, no student enrolled at the University of Regina should have an issue getting a parking stall. It shouldn't be something you have to go down and get, which everybody seems to do last minute. It should be part of your tuition with an opt-out feature just like your health insurance. In fact, I don't even believe students should pay for parking, but that's a different story. It's a different story. Now, I find that we tend to fix our parking issues like we fix our highways here in Saskatchewan. And anybody from Saskatchewan knows exactly what I'm talking about. We patch it just enough to get by for next year. And the next year we patch it again. And what do we do the year after? A couple more patch jobs. You know, we might not even steamroll it. We might let the vehicles pack it down. They'll do the job. Department of Holidays. Woo! Anyway, side note. I find we do the same thing with our parking lots. We slowly expand and we accommodate this year's growth. When are we going to start planning for the future? I think it's high time we invest in a structure that's going to last 50 to 100 years and plan for growth. Make it 2 times bigger than we need. Build us a parkade with 2 times bigger parking stalls than we need. Put the Rams back on campus. Well, they have a game. Now suddenly you've got more than ample parking for these people, and it's a parkade structure. It makes selling these stalls on a daily basis even more efficient. Anyways, I'm going to quote some stats here that recently was on the news about the U of R and this parking issue. According to CTV, enrollment is up by 11%. We're now at 12,270 students, up from last year. The tickets, this is another one that sucks, are up from $15 to $65, and according to the university, it's to encourage legal parking. Well, I'm sorry. I think you'd have a better chance encouraging legal parking if you had a system that worked. Another thing that bothers me, I don't mind that they oversell stalls. I actually find that to be quite efficient in certain scenarios. When it comes to residents on campus, you have to understand that that parking stall is their driveway. Their car is going to be on campus 75% of the time. And if they get in their car, it's to leave campus. So when they come back, why should they have someone parked in their driveway? And then why should they have to sneak around other stalls, scope out a stall, park in a different lot? And I've had to do this. I used to do it all the time when I lived in Luther. It would happen all the time. Because it's near the gym, people would park in the Luther parking sections for residents. And because you didn't have an assigned stall, you couldn't tell that this person, didn't have a pass for your lot. Regardless, you go park in another lot and you take a hit. Take another hit. Well, now those hits are $65. And now there's a waiting list, and I'm on the waiting list. I've been on the waiting list for 2 weeks. I'd gladly buy a pass if I could. Gladly. But I am not going to pay a single ticket, and that's why I've started my own personal boycott. Every ticket I get, I take it back to parking services. I'm now on my third one, and I slide it over the counter. And I say, you've backed me into a corner. There's nothing I can do. I need to get to class. I'm not going to pay these tickets. I'll gladly buy a pass, but I'm not going to pay these tickets. I mean, you can try parking on Kramer, but if you're not there by 8, it's pretty well full. And you can park further down, but then you've got a 15-minute walk, and it pretty much defeats the purpose of driving. So, I mean, I've been parking in the staff lots, but regardless, I think it's time we start planning for growth. Quit accommodating it on a yearly basis and plan for growth. I mean, Ursu's even getting the word out. Have you seen the "You Are Screwed" posters? If you haven't, keep an eye open. Because your student body, your representatives, they're concerned too. But you know what? They only represent our voice. And if we're not speaking out and we're not talking, their voice is just as inefficient as silence. So, I'm not asking you to boycott tickets with me. I might get myself in a little legal can of worms here. I heard that potentially even they put a blocking on enrollment. You can't register for new classes if you have unpaid parking tickets. So we'll see what happens. But, yeah, I don't encourage you guys to do the boycott with me, but I'm saying that myself personally, I'm boycotting the tickets. Anyways, we'll see you around campus, and tell your friends. Get the word out. Raise your voice. It's the only way you're going to change things. Cheers.